everyone! So today I'm going to be talking about all the manga I'm planning on reading in January. And to pick those manga, I have brought my dear friends, the TBR jar. It's back from the dead to wreak havoc and cause chaos, and I am so happy. So, last year I did not do the TBR jar. I retired it because I felt like it fulfilled its purpose. I read a huge majority of the TBR on my shelves that I had, but I really miss it. And I ended up trying out a TBR wheel, which had me read some of the worst manga I've read in years. So the TBR wheel, I think, is pure evil, and this is just chaos incarnate. So I would rather deal with chaos than pure evil. So we're going back to the TBR jar. I also kind of just like the tactile feel of the TBR jar more than the wheel. They are pretty much the same thing in practice, but I like my TBR jar. I'm emotionally attached to my TBR jar. So that's what we're doing. I know some people watching this video are very happy about this. I know some people watching this video didn't even watch me when I did the TBR jar originally. So hopefully you enjoy. I've decided I'm going to start with picking 3 volumes. I have some other manga I want to read this month, so I'm going to start with 3. We'll see what I get. There's lots of one-shots in here, lots of Osamu Tezuka works, so we'll see. Let's start with 3 and then we can change our minds later. Oh, and just to talk about what's in the TBR jar, it's all of my completed unread manga on my shelves and then some digital manga that I'm very much interested in reading. When I did the TBR wheel, I just picked any digital manga that I was vaguely interested in. This one I definitely went and picked the ones I'm most excited to read, and I put them in here. And then I also have just a couple different challenges. When I did the TBR jar last time, I had a bunch of challenges to help me pick my TBR without giving me a specific manga. This time I just have a couple to spice things up. So let's go ahead and start with our first pick. And it will be, I always try to pick from the middle. If it falls out of the jar, it's a bad omen. Here we go. And I will show you first, as always. That's Innocent. That was already on my TBR for the month. So that's great. Thank you, TBR jar. It's being nice to me. I might regret saying that because now it's going to be mean. So yeah, here's Innocent. Like I said, I was already planning on reading this in January anyway. I had it on my pile right there to talk about after doing the TBR jar picks. So this is pretty much perfect. The first volume of this I enjoyed, I guess, but it was very gross. Like, I've never had a manga make me feel as sick to my stomach as that one did. It was very well done though. So I'm excited to read this. Not sure that's a word I can use, but I do plan on reading this anyway in January. So thanks, TBR jar. That was nice. Now watch it make me pick another thing that's very depressing and sad and gruesome and dark. So next up, we'll be picking this one. I saw the ink, it's blue, which means it's a digital manga. So I did purple for manga that are on my TBR, blue for digital manga, and then green for challenges. So this one is, can you see it? It says Firefighter Daigo. So this is, I want to say this manga had a new anime adaptation recently, and that's how I became interested in it. I didn't watch the anime, but I heard some buzz about it. I know that all the manga is available on the Shonen Jump app, I think, or the Viz app, one of the two. I call them both the same thing. So yeah, I don't know much about this, but I think it's like a thriller action manga about firefighters. I don't know. I also think it's kind of old, so we'll see. I'm very interested in it though, so yeah, that's not a bad one. It is a longer series though, but that's okay. And yeah, nothing bad to say about that. This is going pretty well, so hopefully it continues. So I think I will only pick one more since these have been kind of long. At least Firefighter Daigo is longer. So let's see what we get here. I have 2. I want this one, I think. And it is another blue one. You see? Space Brothers. That is another long series. Okay, that's fine. It's fine. This is what the TBR jar does. It gives me a lot of long series to read all at once. I wanted to read novels in January. I'm not sure that's going to happen. So Space Brothers, I want to say it's completed now. That might be a lie though. I know I have all the volumes available digitally. I got it in a Humble bundle probably like 2 or 3 years ago. And I think there's like 40 something volumes. So that is a long series, but it's okay. I used to read like 60 volumes every month. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it as well as read the novels I'm planning on reading in January, but there's nothing really that says I have to complete these series in January, just that I have to start them. But I do like the idea of completing series in 1 month, but we'll see what happens. I did miss my TBR jar. I do like the chaos. Hopefully you do as well. So next, I just have a couple other volumes that I'd like to read throughout the month. So let's go ahead and talk about those. First up is not a manga. It's also not a novel, but I started this in October and I never ended up finishing it. So this is Uncanny by Junji Ito. This is his like kind of autobiography, kind of just him discussing where he got some of the ideas for his manga, what he was inspired by, what he's afraid of, that kind of thing. So yeah, I'm not very far into it, but I would like to finish this as well. I wanted to finish this in 2024, but that didn't happen. Then I have The Tree of Death, Yamoto Higui, another one I wanted to finish in 2024. I did not get around to doing it. It's only 3 volumes though, so should be really easy. Lots of action, lots of darkness, so should go by pretty quickly. And then the last one that I picked out is one I literally just got a couple hours ago. This is Confession. I don't really know much about this, but this looks like it should be read in the winter. I want to say it's like a mystery thriller kind of thing about these 2 guys, and one of them is confessing to committing something. I don't know. With something like this, I don't really want to read the synopsis. When it was first announced, I did read the synopsis and it sounded interesting, so I picked it up. So I'm probably going to enjoy this, hopefully. I hope I didn't hype it up too much for myself in my head, but very interested in this. Also, I really like this very blue cover. All right, that was everything for this video. Please, in the comments, welcome back the TBR jar and the chaos. I've missed it. I really love the TBR jar videos. They are some of my favorite ones to film, and they're always a fun time. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.